Hello, investors. Welcome to another M1 Finance portfolio update. It's been a while since I've been able to post a video. It's just haven't been able to post due to some personal reasons and other stuff just going on. For whatever reason, I just wasn't able to make any videos. I also was not able to invest this last month or these last couple of weeks, really at all, due to some medical expenses that I had. So just one thing on top of another. Just haven't been able to post or anything or invest. So I was able to invest like $50 last week, but I mean I just haven't been able to invest $25, $50 a day that I was doing the last couple of weeks, last couple of months before this happened. So I also depleted my emergency fund. Right now, I'm currently working on rebuilding that back up to where it was. So I won't be investing at least for maybe the remainder of the year probably. I might invest like $50 or maybe even $100 a week if I can. But to me, my emergency fund is pretty important. So I'm gonna build that back up the way it is. I'm gonna put it into my high yield savings account with Barclays that I have. And I talked about those in one of my videos. So if you're interested in that kind of stuff, check it out. If not, you can just Google high interest savings account and you see a bunch of them. So just recommend that for you. But just a small update right there. But right now, let's just go in this video here, go over my portfolio so far, how it stands right now. If you are a stock market investor, you should know that the market's not doing well right now. If you're not a stock market investor, but if you watch YouTubers that do financial videos or investment videos, I'm sure they're also talking about how the stock market's not doing that well right now. But as you can see here, my portfolio is at a $3,181.87. I'm currently down 6% on my portfolio, and I have $157.87 on unrealized losses. However, that is offset by $21.11 in earned and paid dividends, bringing my unrealized losses to $136.76. As you can see here, you can see my three pies: my dividend aristocrats, my growth and value, and my dividend pie. Of all my pies, my dividend aristocrats is doing the best. It's only down 1.09%. My growth and value pie is the one performing the worst at 11.38%, and my dividend pie performing at negative or at a loss of 5.71. So they're all down right now. All my pies are in the red right now. But let's just go over some of the stocks right here, some of my pies, but then we'll go over my individual stocks. As you can see here, my dividend aristocrats doing the best at a negative or whatever you want to say. It's in the red at a 1.09. Market losses of $18.22 with $8.71 in earned and paid dividends. You can see here, I still have a lot of stocks here in this pie that are still in the green, such as Johnson & Johnson, Procter & Gamble, McDonald's, Pepsi, Kimberly-Clark, McCormick, Coca-Cola, and not Walmart, just Coca-Cola. But the rest are in the red. AT&T being my biggest position in this pie. It's in the red at almost 10% loss there. And then also Walmart, Emerson Electric, 3M, Colgate, BF Corporation, Lowe's, and Cintas all in the red, as you can see here. My dividend pie, just go over it real quick. As you can see here, my dividend pie is not doing that well, but it hasn't been performing that well really for a while already. But my Realty Income Corporation, one of the REITs that I own in this pie, is doing pretty well actually. I'm up in that position, 13.87%. It's the only green stock in this pie right now. Everything else right here is in the red. So, I mean, it's just, it is what it is. I'm currently down in this position, 5.71%. And I have $49.09 in market losses. But I have $9.48 in earned and paid dividends. Even though this is my smallest pie, it's still the one that has paid me the most dividends so far. Next is my growth and value pie, which is the one that's performing the worst. Now this pie includes such stocks such as the FANG stocks and other tech stocks like Microsoft. It is doing the worst right now. It's performing at minus or negative 11.38%. So I am down 11.38% here, and I do have $90.40 in market losses here, unrealized market losses, really. And I have $2.92 in earned and paid dividends in this pie. Pretty much all my stocks here are red. Well, not really, but I have like three that are in the green. Alibaba, surprisingly, I'm up in that position 1.1%, as you can see there. For the longest time, Alibaba was actually one of my worst performing stocks. Right now, it's performing in the green right now, so that's great, I guess, I suppose. So, whatever. It's good. And Starbucks and Tesla are still in the green. Starbucks being at 20.61%, and Tesla still doing great from their last earnings report, along with Starbucks. But Tesla is doing at 36.10%. So they're all doing great. These are doing great, those three. Pretty much the rest are in the red, all of them. And Apple being one of my biggest losers. I think it is the biggest loser that I have here. It's down 31.24%, which is crazy to think because Apple was actually one of my best stocks that I had when I first started. But again, I mentioned in, I think my last video that I made was that I started investing at the peak pretty much. I started investing back in September, the beginning of September, at least in M1 Finance, and then the market just plunged the next month. So, it is what it is. Like I always say, all my stocks are not doing that well right now. And just to show you my holdings real quick, I think my next video will be about all my dividends that I have earned. I think I'll go over every company that has paid me some dividends. So I think the next video will be about that I make. But right now, I just want to give a quick update since it's been like a month since I make a video or post an update on my portfolio. So I just want to go over my individual stocks. I was able to make an investment this last week of $50. Not much, but like I said, I'm still trying to build up my emergency fund. And to me, that's very important. I had to deplete it due to an emergency, which that is the purpose of my fund. So to me, I rather build up my emergency fund than buy any stocks right now, because I don't want to be tempted to later sell off some of my stock because another emergency comes up or whatnot. So and thanks to me having an emergency fund, I didn't have to sell any of my stocks that are lost because I needed money. So that's one of the reasons people advise you, or even I myself advise you, to get an emergency fund, build it up. I would even say before you even start investing, try to build up an emergency fund. That way you have some security or peace of mind before you start investing. That way, when the market gets volatile like it is right now, you're not thinking of selling your stock or anything like that. You have some money, some cushion to fall back on just in case of an emergency. Not that my fund was very big or anything, but it was something. It was enough to cover my expenses that I had. So that's just my advice for today. But you can see here my Gladstone Capital Corporation is at a 7.14%. Gladstone Investment Corporation is at 5.88%. My Gladstone Capital Corporation and my Gladstone Investment Corporation, they haven't pretty much changed. I got a 7.14 in Gladstone Capital Corporation and 5.88 in Gladstone Investment Corporation. Anything my dividend pie hasn't really been invested into due to the M1 Finance trying to balance my pies right there. Because I set my dividend pie at 10%, so it's trying to, right now it's overweight at over 20%, so it's trying to balance those other pies. So that's fine. That's fine with me. I'm not able to invest right now as much as I was before, but whenever I can invest, it's gonna be investing into my growth and value pie and into my dividend aristocrat pie. AT&T, I'm very close to getting a 5 full shares of AT&T. I'm at 4.97% of 4.97 shares there. Apple Hospitality REIT, still I'm just 0.01 shares away from getting 4 full shares of Apple Hospitality REIT. JD, I got 2.57 shares of JD. Coca-Cola, 1.68 shares of Coca-Cola there. Microsoft, 1.57 shares of Microsoft that I have. Procter & Gamble, I'm almost very close to getting a 1.5 shares of Procter & Gamble. And Disney also. I have 1.47 shares of Disney. And Emerson Electric, I have 1.3 shares of Emerson Electric. Now these other stocks, I have like a share and a quarter pretty much. Realty Income Corporation, I got 1. 1.19 shares, and along with Facebook. And Colgate, I barely get a full share, a share in 0.08 of Colgate right there. Pepsi and Johnson and Johnson, I'm very close to getting full shares of those, of Pepsi and Johnson. Maybe this week, if I'm able to invest, I'll probably get full shares of those. If I'm able to invest maybe $100, I'll try. But we'll see how my finances go this week. Walmart, as you can see here, is a 0.88 shares. So I'm also very close to getting a full share of Walmart. Not too far, along with the BF Corporation and even Starbucks. Not too far there. McDonald's, Kimberly Clark, and Alibaba. I got a pretty much 3/4 of a share there. So I'm just a quarter away in each one. A quarter of a share, I should say, from getting full shares in those three companies. Alibaba and Lowe's, not too far. I mean, almost pretty much 3/4 of a share there too. I'm only like 0.3 shares in each one to get a full share of Alibaba and Lowe's. Apple, I'm over the halfway point. However, as you can see here, real quick, my cost basis has been 134, which means I have paid $134.71. But my value of my stock in Apple is only worth $108, meaning I have lost $26.10 in value, or 19.37%, which it's a pretty big chunk. McCormick, still in the green. Like, it's one of those stocks that has always surprised me. Is even when there was a time where all my stocks were red, McCormick was in the green, and it still is in the green right now. I got half a share of McCormick. 3M, almost half a share, and then the rest are just very small positions that I own. Cintas and UPS. Cintas only have like a quarter of a share there, and UPS only have 0.13 shares, along with IBM. And then Tesla and Netflix, very small positions. Even though I'm up in Tesla 24%, it's a very small position. It's not, I don't have a full share of Tesla, so I'm not really that excited, to be honest, about that stock. Google, very small position, 0.07 shares, along with Netflix. FedEx, again, 0.07 shares. Home Depot and Amazon being some of my smallest positions, with Amazon being the smallest at 0.04 shares. Again, I'm down 13% on Amazon, but since it's a very small position in my portfolio, I'm not particularly worried about that. And I'm not investing as much into Amazon right now either way, because I'm trying to invest more into Disney and Microsoft. But yeah, I mean, those are all my positions. Not much has changed really, because I haven't been able to invest. I was able to invest $50 last week, which really didn't add that much into all my positions. Just it distributed like $1 here, $1 there, $2 here. Those are all my positions so far. That's all I got for today. Just wanted to make a quick update. It's just been, like I said, it's been a while since I make a video. Hopefully next week I'll be able to make another video, and everything should be good now. Next week I'll work on that video for my dividends. Try to show which companies have paid me dividends and how much. Right now I got $21 so in earned and paid dividends. So we'll see which ones pay me by the end of next week. But anyway, if you like this kind of content, this kind of videos, give it a like. If you want to see my next video, go ahead and subscribe. I'll try to post one of these every week. But anyway, that's all I got for you guys today. Good luck investing, and we'll talk more in the next video.